So before I get started with this video, I just want to let everybody know that's watching this video that my opinion may not be the same as yours, and if you so feel like expressing your opinion, leave it down below in the comments. I'll definitely look at all the comments that I see down there, see any differing opinions, and some of you guys may have good points. But without further ado, let me talk about the new character as of probably by the time I upload this video 3 weeks, if not so a little bit more than 3 weeks. So we're going to talk about Cloud here. So overall, I do think that Cloud is a very fun character with enough of a diverse move pool to handle against different types of situations, making it pretty much of a threat to a lot of characters in the roster. Cloud has responses to close range moves that are punishable. His best move, in my opinion, that can punish at a close range is definitely his side B. It does rack up close to 20%, and at rage mode it does more than 20%, and since it's racking up a lot of damage, it does fill up your limit break meter relatively quicker than other punishable moves that he has in his possession, like I guess grabs, like any other character. But in my opinion, side B is the best way to go to rack up damage. But if you're at the edge of the stage along with your enemy and you can just wipe him out with just one hit, definitely his side tilt is the best way to go, in my opinion. If he has, like, at least I guess on some characters at more than 130%, I guess, or if it's up there on that ridiculously high percentage that he should die, definitely I guess side tilt is a great way just to kill the opponent there. Side B is also useful to psych out your opponent, to let your opponent think, oh, you're gonna use the side B right there at close range to me and I can punish you. But no, if you use it around not so close range, like it's close to mid range, and then he tries to attack you in response, but then he doesn't reach you enough because your side B throws out quickly, and also after you initialize that side B, it's the drawback, I guess the delay after the move is very close to none, where like you could just respond by either like dodging or maybe just dash to the left, dash to the right, and you'll be able to respond to him quick, psyching him out, and then just punish him in his attempt to try to punish you. When it comes to close to mid-range responses to your opponent's attacks, definitely his best move is going to be his down tilt, because not only you able to punish your opponent at close to mid-range, I guess I'm going to call it that for his down tilt move. Also, you can follow up with a combo if you able to hit your opponent at that last frame of that down tilt, because you can follow it up with either an up air to follow up with that mind games in the mid air, because Cloud has a really good mind game in the air. He can follow it with a neutral air or an up air and keep on doing it consecutively, or you can guess your opponent's rolls and dodges in the air and follow it up with any punishable moves you have in your possession. But I'm talking about the down tilt. You can follow it up after you hit him with the last frame of that down tilt with a neutral air, or you can follow it up with an up air, whichever you choose. If you're, in my opinion, if you are able to punish your opponent with that down tilt at that last frame near the edge of the stage, I would prefer going for the neutral air, because it just allows your opponent to just be thrown off the stage instead of going for the up air and keep on going with that 50-50 guessing game with Cloud. Throws off your opponent off the stage, and it's much easier for you to punish there during your attempts to punish. And you have limit break, you can just punish him with I guess my favorite side B when he's trying to recover to the stage there, when you try to grab the ledge a little bit down from the edge there, and you can just punish him with side B if he tries to decide to go down there. Or you can keep following up with either one of his best aerial moves, is up air or neutral air. If you want to go risky, you can go ahead and do that forward air. You know what I'm saying? Just spike him down like a little bitch. Just kidding. But I also have to let you know beforehand that that follow up from the down tilt to either the up air or the neutral air can only work at, I guess, low percentages. Not exactly 0, because your opponent would not fly up far enough, but I guess around, I guess, early 20s, I guess high 30 percentage. That's probably the estimate around there for most characters. But around those low percentages, yes, the last frame of the down tilt will be able to follow up with the neutral air or up air as a combo there. So just let you know beforehand. And then we have Cloud's high range move, the neutral B, the Blade Beam. I think that's what his name is. It's definitely good for high range. If you have your opponent pretty much close to the opposite side of the field, and you do see your opponent trying to go ahead and rush you and pretty much go all offensive against you, Blade Beam just slows them down, definitely. And also, it is also the second way you can definitely effectively use the neutral B is if they're off the stage and they're trying to recover. And it's definitely for opponents that have characters with not so good recovery up Bs. Like, I guess, like, for example, we have Lucina, we have Mars, we have Captain Falcon, we have Ganondorf. On occasions, Ike. You definitely could punish Ike with the side B limit break move. It's definitely a good definitely a good punishable move there. Those are examples of the recovery moves that I'm talking about, not the ones that are obnoxious like Rosalina's up B or I guess Palutena's. Those recovery moves do not apply to what I'm trying to talk about here. So definitely the neutral B is definitely good to push them off in their attempts to try to recover to the stage. Sometimes you can use that blade beam to just pretty much single-handedly just stop them from recovering and they lose the stock automatically. It's definitely a good time. You can also use this neutral B to your opponent when you're off the stage and your opponent's on the edge of the stage and you do have enough space to go ahead and do the neutral B on your opponent to distract your opponent and allowing you to go for a safe recovery back into the stage. However, you do want to mix that up with when it comes to getting back to the stage. Try and mix that up as well as going for your second jump. Follow it up with a neutral air or an up air to try to attempt to hit your opponent. Mixing it up as far as trying to recover is a great way to stop your opponent from predicting your moves and trying to see what they're going to try to do in response to your attempts to recover to the stage. You just want to be less predictable is what I'm trying to say. And then we have Cloud's up tilt, which is a pretty good juggling move against your opponents at low percentage. You can get at the very least 2 consecutive up tilts off at low percentage, and then you can follow it up with a up air and also with a neutral air. I do recommend at low percentage I go for the neutral air. It's just so that it pushes your opponent to one side, and then as you're about to fall off to the ground after doing the neutral air, follow it up with an up air. That only works if you do a normal jump instead of a short hop. Go for the neutral air, and then as you're going down, before you hit the ground, you can go initialize that up air, pushes your opponent up, and then you can keep on going and do the 50-50 guessing game. But it won't last as long because your opponent will be racking up damage, and then the higher percentage they're going to be following off more, and then they're going to be going more distant. But it's a great way to rack up damage for the most part when they're at low percentage. An example of what I'm talking about would be the second to last clip of my montage that I just uploaded recently. It's my second newest video. Go ahead, check it out. I'm gonna leave the link to that montage in the description for you guys to check it out, and you'll be able to see me rolling up that double up tilt, follow it up with a neutral air, and then follow it up with an up air as soon as I'm about to touch the ground. And that's pretty much what I'm talking about, and that was against a Cat Falcon. But I want to let you guys know that it becomes more difficult to nail off against opponents that can respond really quickly. Characters such as Mario and Sheik, and those what I mean with their neutral air, pretty much they could just pull off at a millisecond. So it becomes more difficult against characters like those. As far as Cloud's smash moves, I highly do recommend his up smash or his down smash. More so the up smash more than the down smash, but they're both good just because they don't have that much end lag, and then you can just relaunch them again and switch between those moves after initializing those smash moves. Cloud's up smash is definitely good as a mix up between going for an up smash and going for an area move like a neutral air or an up air when you're trying to go reach your opponent. If your opponent trying to see that you're trying to go for that too much and he's going to try to air dodge, and if he does it successfully, it's going to be more difficult to juggle your opponent and keep on racking damage onto him. So instead of trying to go and repetitively going for an area move like neutral air or an up air, you can go stay on the ground, predict him to go for an air dodge, and then you can hit him up with an up smash and just punish him, and he's still going to be in the air regardless. So, and he's going to be higher in the air, and then that leaves you more window of opportunity to just pretty much punish him there. So I highly recommend going that as a mix-up. And then we have Cloud's down smash, which is pretty good against opponents that are trying to be very hyper offensive, and then they try to roll towards you. You could just hit them up with the down smash as a punishable move from that. But other than that, I don't at the moment see any other benefits to going for that down smash. But if you guys have any great ways of using the down smash, let me know in the comments. And then we have Cloud's limit break moves, which I do recommend using when you have it at full. I recommend that you use your limit break moves as a way to punish or either as a follow-up move. A side B is a great way to rack up damage as well as edge guarding when characters like Marth, Lucina, Ganondorf, Captain Falcon, and when trying to recover to the stage on that one specific way, you can go fall off the stage and then follow up with a side B towards the stage, allowing them to rack up a lot of damage. And sometimes when they're at high percentage, it falls them off to the stage and just kills them pretty much when they're rebounding, and they pretty much die because of that. So I recommend using the side B on those two occasions alone. With down B, is definitely recommended to use the down B of Clouds when you see an opponent trying to go for an air dodge when they're on the air, or you can also do it as a follow-up to the last frame of the down air. So pretty much it's going to be the weak down air, and if you hit your opponent within the last frame of the down air, you can actually respond very quickly after initializing the down air and just jump up and go for the down B. At certain percentages will that actually work. Usually around the low 40s, about low 40s, high 40s, low 50s on most characters. If you go hit them at that percentage with the weak down air, and you can actually follow it up with a small jump and go for the down B, pretty much knocks them out depending on where you're at in the air when you hit them up with that down B. For the most part, it should kill. You have those as options for your limit break moves, or you can just save your limit break until you're about to fall off to the stage and there's no way for you to recover with the regular up B, and you can go ahead and use the limit break up B as a way to recover onto the stage. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of limit break neutral B. There are certain situations where you can use it, but I'm not a big fan of it myself. So yeah, it's there if you want to. Just right click the damage well in the far range. If you see your opponent trying to go for something far range that's easily punishable, you can just hit him up with that. You do also want to keep in mind that as far as Cloud's neutral air is concerned, that you're able to hit your opponents that are directly behind you with a neutral air. If you do time it correctly in the air, it does go around Cloud all the way to the back of Cloud, so it just throws people off sometimes as far as my observation is concerned. So how good is Cloud? I think in my opinion that he is a top contender, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's winning tournaments first place, second place, third place with around here within the Smash scene. I wouldn't be surprised at all. His overall diverse moveset allows for his different matchups to be at the very least manageable. Some characters he just has a very fun time against. I have had the most fun with this character than any other character on the roster, which is why he is my main now and no longer Captain Falcon, if for some of those people that are wondering. Last thing to note is that if you're trying to depend too much on your down air against opponents that definitely have smashes that have higher range than your down air, prepare to get hit. And that is all that I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you do want to see more analysis videos just like these, don't forget to leave a like below, as well as just leave feedback in the comment section below as far as analysis videos that I'm making on here on the channel. But if you do have differing opinions on Cloud, leave them in the comment section as well. I do like to see your different opinions on Cloud as a way to help others as well as myself improve on playing as Cloud. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.